Good morning, students. Okay, now let's continue. We were discussing heating effects of electric current. Okay, so whenever the current is passed through a resistance or through a wire, any conductor which has some resistance, heat is produced. Okay, that is the electrical energy is converted into heat energy. Okay, and in some of the appliances, the whole of the electric energy has to be converted into heat energy, like in heating devices, electric heater, electric iron, electric toaster. Okay, there the full electrical energy, the whole of the electrical energy has to be converted into heat energy. So the circuit should be purely resistive. Okay, and this effect we call it as the heating effect of electric current. Okay, then we found out the expression of the electrical work done. Okay, because for moving a charge from one end of the conductor to the other, some work has to be done. Okay, this is the electrical work done, which is equal to V into Q, potential difference into the charge, and Q is equal to I into T. So V is equal, the electrical work done, W is equal to V into I into T. Okay, then we discussed this whole of the electrical energy will be converted into heat energy. So heat energy will be equal to V into I into T. Okay, wherever this heating effect of electric current is required. Okay, and then we found out in terms of V and R, which is equal to V square upon R into T. In terms of I and R, heat energy is equal to I square into R into T. Okay, and this expression we call it as the Joule's law of heating effect. Okay, according to Joule, the heat energy produced through a resistance is directly proportional to square of the current I square. Okay, for a given resistance. And this heat energy is also directly proportional to the resistance. Okay, provided I and T are same. And this heat energy is also directly proportional to the time for which it is flowing. So H is equal to I square R into T. So here we have written three expressions of heat energy, which is equal to electrical work done. Okay, this electrical work done will be converted into the heat energy in the heating devices, which is also equal to V square upon R into T, which is also equal to V into I into T. These are the various expressions of the heat energy. Okay, now this heat is a form of energy. So in the numericals, when you calculate it, the unit of the heat energy will be joules. Okay, I is in ampere, R is in ohm, time in seconds. Okay, when you substitute all this in SI units, you will get the heat energy in joules. Okay, the same way in each of these expressions, you will get the heat energy in SI unit, that is in joules. Okay, now there are few questions, solved examples given over here. Page 270. Example 12.10. Let's discuss this question. Example 12.10, which is on page number 270. Okay, the question is, an electric iron consumes energy at a rate of 840 watt. Okay, here before discussing that, electric power. Okay, as we know that mechanical power is mechanical work done per unit time. The same way, the electric power is the electrical work done per unit time. Okay, so the electric power is electrical work done per unit time. And yesterday we have found out the expression of electrical work done, which is equal to V into I into T. So the electric power is given by V into I. Okay, if I is not given, instead the resistance of the conductor is given. That is, you have to eliminate this I. So then the power is equal to I is equal to V upon R. According to Ohm's law, so it will be equal to V square upon R. Okay, suppose V is not given, I is given. How will you convert V square I square into R square B is equal to I into R according to Ohm's law. So B square will be equal to I square into R square upon R. So it is also equal to I square into R. So the electrical power is equal to B into I, which is also equal to B square upon R, which is also equal to I square into R. These are the various expressions of electric power. Okay, and the unit of electric power is the same as that of mechanical power, which is watt. So the unit of electric power is watt, which is joule per second. 1 watt of power when 1 joule of work is done in 1 second. Okay, 1 joule of electrical work is done in 1 second. Then the electric power is said to be 1 watt. Okay, we'll discuss it later on also after doing these questions. Okay, it consumes energy at a rate of 840 watt. Okay, from the unit you will judge it which physical quantity is it. 840 watt. And we know that watt is the unit of power. So the electric power is given as 840 watt. Okay, then when heating is the maximum at the maximum rate and 360 watt when the heating rate is minimum. 360 watt when the heating rate is maximum, when the heating rate is minimum, it is consuming this much of power. Okay, the same conductor is consuming this much of power. The voltage is 220 volt. What is the current and resistance in each of the case? The potential voltage source is 220 volt. Okay, and here you have to find out the current and the resistance in each case. Okay, the first case when the heating is maximum. Okay, for maximum heating, let's find out the current and the resistance. Okay, we know that power is equal to accordingly. Now see which equation can we use? Here V is given, P is given. So for finding out the current, P is equal to V into I. This equation can be used. So power is equal to V into I. So I is equal to power upon potential difference. What is for the maximum heating? The power is given as 840 watt. 840 upon the potential difference is 220 volt. This much ampere. Alright, we know is in ampere. Okay, on calculating, this comes out to be 3.82. This is 3.82 ampere. Okay, you can calculate 84 upon 22, which is equal to 3.28. Okay, also you have to find out the resistance. Here, V you know. Now I also you can so resistance according to Ohm's law, the resistance is equal to V upon I. Substitute the values. V here is 220 volt and I here is 840 upon 220, or you can write it as 3.82. Okay, on simplifying, you get it to